Hey everybody, thanks for watching RTM1. This is Rob, freshly back from Savcon. Great time was had over the weekend. Um, Show was a pretty good success, especially for first year. Good turnout, looks like everyone had fun. A lot of work that went on behind the scenes. And you know what? Coming from a guy who goes to cons and then a guy that helps out behind the scenes now, I get a different perspective on the whole thing. And you go to a con and you're like, this stuff happens. You're like, okay. And there's a whole lot of work behind the scenes that goes on, a whole lot of just work and a lot of hectic stuff. And it's like one of those things where it's very, and we'll say, hey, thanks everybody who helped work to make the show a big what it was. And for other conventions, thank you guys for making those cons, because it gives you a different view on things when you see that. You know, it's pretty cool, and there's a lot of work goes in behind the scenes, and it's going to be kind of harder for me to say go to a con and be like annoyed at something starting late or whatever, knowing what goes on. That's a pretty cool perspective. Some cool things I learned over the weekend. Daniel Ross, we all know him as Mouth 04. He did work as Starscream on the 2007 DS movie game. And apparently Carl Weathers, Apollo Creed, was the voice director for that game, and I had no clue, and that's pretty cool to know. Another neat thing I learned was Neil Kaplan voiced Megatron for a few lines in Robots in Disguise. I had no clue, and I was like, huh, really? Or one of the funnier and more amusing ones was Lee Toker. His Ravage is basically a Russian Tom Waits impersonation. He actually performed as Tom Waits being Ravage for a minute, and that was hilarious and pretty awesome, especially for music fans out there. You guys are probably like, "Oh, wow, really?" That was pretty cool to learn. I know it was a really neat weekend. RFC was there, and we live streamed the whole thing. We had a camera live streaming the entire Saturday and certain parts of Friday night and Sunday, and that was really neat to do. Here's one of the cards we had on our table. If you've been to a con where we've been at, you've seen this. You know what I gotta wonder? See the little QR code here? If you scan that with your phone on the YouTube screen here, will it go to the site? One of you viewers out there, try that out. Let me know in the comments, because that's pretty cool if it does. I didn't know that. Mega Toy Fan made this great custom head kit for Junkions. Here it is. Let me turn it just right. And it looks really nice. I have it on the Rekgar body that Paul Cook hooked me up with. Thanks a lot, Paul. I really appreciate it. And that's a pretty cool little head kit. I like it a lot. It looks like one of the guys from the UK comics. And that personally kind of what makes me go even more. While it's at the con, my appreciation for Legends figures is not secret. And I got a couple of the Chronicles series Easy Collection, which is a Japanese incarnation of Legends. And even though I just got Movie Prime and Trailbreaker, it was cool to get them. The Trailbreaker is basically just the RTS version with a different sticker, so I'm not as excited for that one. But the Prime here is a slightly different coloration than the US releases of this movie toy. So that was pretty cool. And Alex Yu had a panel, and I attended, of course. And he did some trivia questions, and I raised my hand, and there was someone else, but I point, go, pick them. Pick them. Because, that's the way I would do things. And I raised one, and no one else got one, so I answered, and I won this cool little Kabaya kit from their recent Defensor team set. Dropping things. And I got Streetwise. Yeah. Yeah, that's excitement. One cool thing I grabbed. I didn't get to go to a BotCon 09 or 11 or 12 just because situations. And while I was there, Mega Toy Fan had a lot of BotCon stuff for sale. I grabbed Razor Claw from 09. Got them complete for $35. That's awesome. That was much less than I expected for him. I don't know what he goes for aftermarket or whatnot. That was a really cool thing because I really wanted him. I really dug the whole Beast Wars set. They did in '06, and that was the only thing I wasn't missing because I got the Air Razor they put out in '07 and stuff. So it's cool to have that. One really surprised the weekend is after the Hall of Primates, which was an award ceremony where basically we presented the guests with a trophy and appreciation for what they've done. Um, stop by Walmart on the way back to my room and got just get some sodas because it was out. And of course, me being me, I checked the toy department and I found Creos on clearance. Now a lot of Creo sets are already going on clearance, so that's no surprise to me. Most of my Creos I've been bought on clearance. To be honest with you, I think Prowl and Jazz are the only ones bought at retail price, and the smaller Bumblebee and Optimus were a gift at Christmas. So, and I've really gotten almost all of them, save for the big Bumblebee inside. So I do with these clearances. But one of the main surprises was 15 $15 for Creo Optimus Prime. 15. This is a $50 toy. Holy crap! And then I got the Megatron for 10, which I think he's kind of doing that at other people's stores too. And that's pretty cool because they're making room for the newer sets, and so I really capitalized on that. And hang on, I was doing phone stuff. Sorry. It's pretty neat. I just brain farted. Sorry. Okay. Well, I'm actually pretty tired. I got in Monday, and it's now Wednesday, and I'm really having a hard time adjusting back to normal life because my work schedule. I had to work 12 hours last night, and I have an hour commute, so that's like 14 hours for me. So let me get back in the real world here. So I'll just say, hey, great job, Savcon, on a really well done con, and thanks to everybody who throws on conventions for the fans. Your efforts are definitely appreciated. This one's going out to the guys at Savcon, but I think I share it with all the guys because that's a whole lot of work you guys put on. So, internet round of applause. So, thanks everybody for watching, and another brain fart. Okay, I'll see you guys next time. Go to tfradio.net for shows and showtimes.